Hello students of class 12 of Vidyavan school. Hope you're all doing well. Today in this video we will understand first what is the law of demand. Okay. So so law of demand states that there is a inverse relationship between the price and the quantity. So let me take an example. Suppose this is a chocolate, okay, and the price of this chocolate is rupees 20. So when the price was rupees 20, at that time the quantity demanded by you was 5. Now the same chocolate price has become rupees, suppose 50. Okay, so now, so what was the total amount of money that you are paying? 20 into 5, that is 100. Now as the price of the chocolate has risen and you have only rupees 100 with you, so what is the amount that you can buy right now? You can buy 2, right? So other than this, if also the amount, the total amount, if is not changed, if even if you are buying 3, the cost is 150, right? Generally when the price of any good rises, we uh, demand less of that good, right? It is a rational behavior. So that's why we can say the law of demand as, okay, the law of demand states that other thing remaining equal. Okay, now what is this other thing? Very important. Other thing means the factors of demand, or you can say the determinants of demand. Okay, the quantity now if there is a change in the factor of demand, then the demand of that quantity may change, but here it is given that other things remaining equal, which means the factors we have assumed is not changing. Okay, the quantity demanded of a commodity increases when its price falls and decreases when its price rises. So the law of demand states that other thing remaining equal, the quantity demanded of a commodity increases its when its when its price falls, okay, and decreases when its price rises. Okay, now now we already know what are the determinants of demand. Let us see the determinants which we have already discussed in the class. Determinants of demand, or you can say factor of demand. I'm just writing. It can be the price of the commodity, okay, then it can be the income of the consumer, then it can be price of the related goods, mm, then it can be taste and preferences, then it can be climatic factors. Many more are there, we have already discussed all of this thing. Okay, climatic factors, okay, then seasonal factors can be, government policy can be, all of this thing. Why I am telling all this thing right now? Because we need to understand that while we are talking about law of demand, okay, so there are two kinds of movement. Now we know already how a demand curve look like. A demand curve look like downward sloping curve, right? A demand curve is a downward sloping curve. Why? Because you see the relationship between price and quantity is inverse, right? So obviously demand curve will look like a downward sloping straight line. Why? Because the relationship between price and quantity is inverse. When the price is rising, my quantity is decreasing. When my price is decreasing, my quantity is increasing. So this is an inverse relationship. So when we have inverse relationship, we have a downward sloping curve. So in the vertical axis we measure price, and in the horizontal axis we measure quantity. So this is how a demand curve look like. Now there is two kind of movement. One is movement along the curve and one is shift of the demand curve. Now in the next video we will understand these two things. Okay, I hope this up to this it is clear. Thank you.